Hello, everyone. Welcome into the Viewhouse Centennial for the best Xfinity Monday Live of the season. Why? Well, there's a couple reasons. It's our first playoff Monday Live in 9 seasons, and who better than the best cornerback in the league, Pat Surtain II, joining us today. Pat, you're in the playoffs. You feel a little different this morning?
Yeah, I got a little pep to my step, feeling good. Almost got me some coffee, had a good little morning routine. Very happy.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to be a Bronco right now for sure. So I'm very excited.
It's incredible, obviously, everything you guys have done. And I think that you know how much this means to Broncos country, right? What does it mean to be part of the team that ended a very long playoff drought and has the Broncos back where they belong in the playoffs?
Yeah, it feels good to be a part of this team. Obviously, we've created something special. And this started towards the beginning of the season. With the goals we had in mind to reach this mark, to reach this journey, man. And obviously it was an up and down year. We had our tough losses and we had our great wins. And but for us to be able to persevere and battle through it, I think that's a true testament of a type of team we have. And I think we bring that attitude towards the playoffs. And I'm pretty sure teams know that we're a very scary team going forward in the playoffs. So it's a good feeling. We got all the momentum. We feeling good. So I'm very excited going this run.
I love it. You should be feeling good. And then, of course, the story, Garrett Bowles and Courtland Sutton. They've been on this franchise for so long. They never asked to get out, right? They wanted to stick with it. What's it like for you as their teammate to see these guys finally get to the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I see it each and every day, man. Court and GB, those are guys that's been part of this organization for the past few years. And, they never complained. They never down talked. They never stay consistent with the process. Everything about them was staying diligent. And, I'm proud for them boys because they deserve it. They probably the most deserving because they've seen the downs. They've seen the turmoil throughout the organization. And to finally reach this point and reach this next stepping stone, I'm very excited for them.
This whole team deserves it. And, of course, I guess one storyline of this year has been people have doubted the Broncos from day one.
Yeah.
Inside the building, I know you guys are like, fine, yeah, you knew. But do you carry a little chip? I mean, it's got to feel pretty good to double your win total to be in the playoffs when everybody said,
Yeah. I could say it's a true underdog story for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, preseason rankings doesn't matter at all, but a lot of people had us bottom of the poll, below 500. And to win 10 games, knowing how young of a team we are, but, to exceed expectations at a high level like this, man, it's a great feeling because when you look at our team, we probably don't have that many well-known players, but when you looked at the team from depth, we just look like a very hungry and eager team.
Yeah.
And that's what's exciting about it. The type of team we have, just the type of composure, the type of team that we all have, the camaraderie we built together. I think, it's just an amazing feeling all around. So
top to tail, people are learning your guys' names now, which is very cool, but we've seen this growth. I know you get asked about Bo Nix all the time, but it really is remarkable that he in no way seems like a rookie. Do you feel like you got a guy that can go toe-to-toe with the Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens, he's kind of that next generation?
Yeah, because he's a highly touted competitor.
Yeah.
He's just ready to get after it each and every week, man. I could just tell by his study, his film study, his work throughout the week, the right habits he created for himself, and for the offense to be successful, man. It's I'm pretty fortunate to watch it because when I look at it and then it be displayed in the game, it's like, man, this was orchestrated throughout the whole week, and on Sundays he just putting it all together. So Bo is the real deal, as we obviously know, but he just keep getting better and better, and that's what's the exciting part about it, especially going into towards the playoffs, knowing the confidence he has in moving forward.
Well, and lucky for him, he's got a pretty solid defense he gets to practice against all the time. We're going to talk about that on the other side. We got to take a little break here. We got the one and only Pat Surtain II in the house with us. Welcome back into Xfinity Monday Live here at the Viewhouse Centennial. Your Denver Broncos are playoff bound, and we got the best player in the NFL, not just on defense, in the NFL with us right now, Pat Surtain II. Pat, in the last segment, you kind of said you guys knew earlier in the year. I kind of think back to that road trip, that East Coast road trip where you come back with those 2 wins. You are 2-2 when you went in there 0-2, and everybody's like, that felt like a turning point. I don't know, for me. Was that a turning point for you, or when was it during the season that you were like, no, we got something going?
That was definitely the changing of tide throughout the season because, we started off 0-2, and we realized that our destiny was much bigger than that. So going on that East Coast trip, I think allowed us to really, get away from things, really hone in on the details. And obviously, we stayed at the Greenbrier in West Virginia, spent some time over there, kicked it with the fellas, built some bonds together. But I think during that moment, we realized that this team is special, and we got so much left in the tank. And obviously, early on in the year, you can have 0-2 starting and be like, man, I don't know what's going to happen. But I think we all rallied together, and we found a way to finish that drought and win the next 2 games, then going on a winning streak, winning the next few games. And from there on out, we knew that we was capable of. Yeah. And nothing ever wavered throughout our confidence, so I think we just stayed the course and, just stayed true to the process.
Yeah. It's been incredible watching this team all season. And now, of course, you got playoffs, taking on the Buffalo Bills. Now, you played them last year. I know it was a little bit of a different team, different season. But is there anything you can take from that win to kind of apply to this weekend?
I think throughout that game, we knew what we had to do to win. Obviously, we all knew Buffalo is a tough atmosphere. Yeah. Bills Mafia, they got a great fan base. So it's a hard place to win at. But I think the main point in winning the game like that is doing everything right at all levels. Like I said in the presser last night, everybody doing their 111. And that's true, man. I think if everybody do their job at a high, consistent level, nobody try to be a superhero, nobody try to be save a day. But we go out there and do our job. I think we come out with the result we want. So
it's funny when you say superhero. Sometimes I think of Josh Allen, right? He has to play a little superhero ball sometimes. But as a defensive player, what stands out to you about Josh Allen and all that he's been able to do this season?
I think he's a jack of all trades, man. The thing that is consistent with him is he just finds a way to get it done at the highest level. I think all in all throughout the season, you see him, making his reads, making his throws, but his running ability to keep the play alive. And he's a tough football player, and I got nothing but respect for him. And I can't wait to see what the matchup brings us for sure. Yeah,
we can't wait to see what you guys get to do and do against him for sure. We got so much coming up. We haven't even talked about your season, but we got to take a little break here.
PS2 hanging out with Romy Bean tonight.
All right, Michael, thank you so much. It's time now for The People Want to Know. People Want to Know brought to you by Common Spirit, official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos and champions for the communities we serve. We got a lot of these questions, but of course you are about to face the last guy who helped lead the Broncos to a Super Bowl and won Super Bowl MVP in Von Miller. Now he's on the other side. You played with him for a little bit. What's that going to be like?
Yeah, Von's my guy, man. He brought me in as a rookie. Helped me learn the ins and outs of the game for sure. He was a well, vested vet in this game that I learned a lot from, and I'm thankful for the experience we shared, man. But it's gonna be different to see for sure. Him in the Bills jersey, us fighting for the next spot in the playoffs. But it's gonna be good to see him, man. I told him before, man. We see each other, we cross faces again. Just know that I'm gonna come out on top. So.
I love it.
I mean, we're going to have some bragging rights going on. So.
Oh, I absolutely love it so much. Yeah, Broncos country loves Von too, but I think on this Sunday, it's all about the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, sure.
It is crazy, but it's awesome. I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Pat. That was The People Want to Know, brought to you by Common Spirit. We're going to take a break. Up next, we're going to talk about Pat's incredible season. We'll be right back after this. Are so blessed tonight. We got Pat Surtain II in the house. I'm already calling you the defensive player of the year. Like, I don't. It's rigged if it's not you. But I mean, there haven't been a lot of DBs. I think 2 in the last 29 years. Is this something that's been a goal for you?
Yeah, it's always been a goal of mine to reach that level of height in my game. It's such a huge accolade that I wanted to add to my book. So, I worked hard for it, for the off season. I stayed the course on my craft, made sure I did everything right necessary to get those accomplishments and those goals. So, I think, like you said, there's only been 2 DBs the last few years, but, why not? Why not be different? Why not change, the history of it and make another DB be part of that, tremendous and prestigious award. So, yeah, man, it would be a very exciting opportunity to get that award. So we'll see, though. I mean, obviously, it's a bunch of great players as well that's in the vote for that award. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Well, nobody deserves it more, and it's such a gift that we get to watch you week in and week out. And, of course, you are our Demaryius Thomas team MVP for another year, Pat. I know that's just a local award, but what does that one mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. Just all in all, to win it 3 times in a row, obviously that means I'm doing something right. But I think it's a credit towards team success and also what I've able, to do for the organization the past couple of years. And, to be regarded in such a high regard behind that award in Demaryius Thomas, who gave it his all every day. And I heard he had a contagious energy, an uplifting energy as well, too. It means a lot. So, I'm very honored to receive that award. So.
Well, you are on and off the field certainly our MVP, Pat. Hello, everyone. Thanks for logging on to CBSColorado.com. Time now for a few extra minutes with Pat Surtain II, best corner in the league, best DB in the league, best player in the league.
Yeah.
Let's say it right now. And one of the big reasons why this Denver Broncos team is headed to the postseason. Pat, something that's been really fun this year is that no matter what the expectations are, you guys have exceeded them. No matter what pressure was on the line, you never seem to get phased. There's a lot more pressure. There's a lot more expectations in the playoffs. So how does this team, do you think, approach it and handle higher stakes?
Yeah, I think we built for moments like these. Obviously, we said it before, man. In order to reach the levels we want to reach, we got to change our mindset, change our mentality to that winning mindset. So, I think we built for this moment, for this stage, and this opportunity is amongst ourselves. Why not get after it? So, this week we got to work on honing in on the craft, honing in on saying, like, we're not finished yet. We're not finished yet. Just keep preaching those words, and it's going to come into good fortune. So, I'm very excited for this team. We're very excited as an organization as a whole because, we're young and hungry. I mean, we still feel like we got that chip on our shoulder because we're the 7th seed, and we still got a lot to prove. So we got to come out there with that same composure and same mindset.
I absolutely love that. You mentioned during the show, Buffalo's a hard place to play. What's the toughest part about playing? It's kind of, people always talk about it's hard to play there. Yeah,
in a hostile environment like that, it is tough. Obviously, the odds doesn't stack well in your favor because they got the home field advantage. They got that playoff mojo, having that first home game in the playoffs. It got to mean something for them, for sure. So we got to understand that. We got to come out firing on all cylinders. We got to bring the energy, the enthusiasm out each and every play because, that crowd going to be roaring. And obviously we know they're going to make some plays. Obviously they're a good team, but we got to make our plays as well, too, to match. So it's going to be a good game, for sure.
Well, one thing that's been sensational this year is watching this defense. I want to talk about your defensive coordinator. We're sure he's with us for a long time, but we know his name's going to be a hot one in the coaching cycle. He's already been requested to get interviewed. What makes VJ such a good coach?
He's just such a smart mind. He knows the ins and outs of the game very well, consistently. And VJ, he just brings confidence towards the team. He preaches it each and every day. And for him to have success with a team that was unknown in the beginning of the year, we had some unsung heroes coming throughout the year. I mean, I just think he brought that out of us, brought our full potential out of us. And to see him do it consistently each and every week this year has been a pleasure to see. And I'm very excited for VJ. Obviously he may get some calls, but hopefully he stays with us. But, I mean, when you got success like that, it's for a reason. And, I got the utmost confidence in VJ. He got the utmost confidence in us. And when you put 2 and 2 together like that, it builds success.
I absolutely love it. Obviously, the last time the Broncos were in the playoffs, it was January of 2016, 9 years ago. How old were you?
16.
16.
No. January 6th, I was 15.
You were 15. Okay, so you didn't even have a driver's license yet.
No. Not yet.
What were you doing?
15
were
years
15?
old. Who knows? Probably out here just running around. Still growing into my body, in my teenage body. So you know how that go. When you're a teenager, you just going ins and outs of life. So I didn't even know much about the Broncos.
Okay.
Because, you know, I'm from South Florida.
Yeah.
And everything was East Coast. Everything was the Dolphins, you know, the Heat. So, yeah, I ain't know much about the Broncos until they won the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I was just 15 being a regular teenager.
Did you watch that Super Bowl?
I did.
Okay.
Matter of fact, yep.
What'd you think of the no-fly zone?
I thought they were great. I mean, I think they were shut down.
Yeah.
One of the best to ever do it in their own respective way. So it was a pleasure to watch them.
Well, this defense is one of the best in the league. What do you think has been the key to the amount of success you guys have had this year?
I think it starts up front. I think that's been a big component of our defense. You know, those guys coming together and generating pressure, creating sacks, creating turnovers. I mean, those guys have been eating up front from Benito to Coop to Jonah Ellis, to JFM, DJ Jones, Zach Allen. Those guys have been a pleasure to watch, and it makes our job in the back end much easier because when you got guys like that that's hunting, getting after the quarterback, I mean, you can just make plays in the back end and be more aggressive.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going into a big game. We know how the end of the season went. You lost 2, but then you have this massive, when you shut out the Chiefs, I don't care who's playing or not playing, you shut out a team in the NFL. That's massive. What kind of confidence did that game give you as you now head into a whole new season?
Yeah, we see where we're at when we, bring that potential out.
Yeah.
We understand. We know that's what we do. We wasn't surprised by the outcome. Like you said, it doesn't matter who out there. We still got to play our brand of football. And that's the thing about us, man. We stay at it. We stay with it. We stay tenacious no matter who's out there because defensively, that's our standard. We hold ourselves at a very high level. And throughout the year, we understood that. And defensively, we just come out and set our goals, bring it out on the field each and every week.
I know I said I was going to let you go, but I forgot. You're going to another Pro Bowl. We're just getting used to this. This is like par for the course these days, but it really is a pleasure, Pat, to watch you week in and week out. The way you work on the field, you're just a master technician. But what does it mean to you that you continuously now are getting this recognition? I mean, everybody looks at you and says, that's the best corner in the league.
I mean, obviously it's huge to hear from your peers. That people that do it every Sunday. The people who you go against, I think that's the highest regard, the highest accomplishment is when you get other guys that you go up against, mention you as the top of your game, the top of your position. That's very humbling to me. But knowing me, I know I still got much more work to do. I think my ceiling is way higher than what people think. And I can't wait to chase that ceiling and reach that potential. So,
well, we can't wait to see it. You're the most humble guy. It's like impossible to get you to brag about yourself.
Yeah.
One of the many things we love about you, Pat. Such a treat. Good luck in the postseason. Go kick some butt in Buffalo.
Yeah, always.
Oh, it's gonna be great, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.